Alright, so I've been scrolling through Twitter and I realized all I ever see on Persona Twitter is a bunch of people arguing. It's all they do on there, over nonsense tweets that make no sense and controversies that are repeated every single month. In these series of videos, I'm gonna be tackling every Persona character's biggest controversy, from what I've seen of course. So, without further ado, like, subscribe, whatever, let's begin with Persona 3's Makoto Yuki. His controversy? He shouldn't have died. Since Makoto is a silent MC, there really isn't going to be much controversy, and while it is not a popular opinion, I've still seen it. So let's answer this with one phrase. Memento Mori. If you believe that Makoto shouldn't have died, I'm assuming you just finished the game, because I'll be honest, that was me at the end of the game. I was experiencing what most people refer to as the 5 stages of grief. That ending had me denying that he even died. I'm like, how the fuck is the main character supposed to die? But in a game that has death as a heavy theme, it's understandable and makes sense. Get it now? Cool. Next character. Yukari Takeba. Her controversy? The answer ruins her character. Now, I'm not too well versed with the answer, but correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Yukari just want to bring her close, if not closest, friend back to life? A guy who she spent an entire year befriending and being close with sacrificed himself in order to save her and the rest of the group. And you're telling me you wouldn't do the same? This is easily the most realistic depiction of how most people would act in this situation. Like, if it was me, I'm sorry, but I'm going back to fight next and I'm throwing hands again just to see Big Mac again. Of course her idea is wrong. It isn't what Makoto would have wanted, but again, it is a realistic depiction of how a lot of people would act in that situation. If anything, it solidified my feelings about her being my favorite girl in that game. Junpei Iori. His controversy? Being able to revive Chidori. Okay, so not everyone knows this, but if you talk to Junpei on certain days in Fez, and I believe the ported versions of P3P, Chidori will revive somehow. If you ask me, the way Chidori went out was sorry as hell, but her dying does fit in with the theme of the game. This death gives Junpei some pretty good character development, as he goes from hating on me for being better than him, to accepting that he'll never be as good as me and learns his role as a side character. Listen, I don't even think her being revived is that bad, because she doesn't remember anything. If she remembered everything, I'd be fully against it. But, in a way, this can be seen as a death. It was the death of her former self. The death of Strega Chidori. Chidori's power has to do with the essence of life itself, so why shouldn't she be able to preserve her body from fully dying? Mitsuru Kurijo. Her controversy? Her social link is too late. Now, Mitsuru doesn't really have much controversy from what I've seen. All I see online are people calling her mommy and barking on their knees. Me personally, I did not like Mitsuru at all until very late into the game. She was too secretive, too bougie. I felt like she was moving like a Kardashian. She hid things from the rest of the group, like, you know, Yukari's father dying because of her family? But as with the other characters, she developed and learned how to trust the group. So I really don't have any problems with her. I just wish her social link was available earlier on, even though I know that doesn't make much sense for the story. Akihiko Sanada. His controversy? No riz. You're telling me this man, this scrum diddly sex symbol can't get none? If it was me out there, you'd need 6 trucks tied to me, driving away from me to get me off of my knee. Fuka Yamagishi. Her controversy? She is a terrorist. Now this one's personal to me. If you've seen my playthrough, you know what I'm talking about. In Persona 3 Fez, there's a small chance that using Oracle backfires and reduces your party's health to 1 HP. I never used Oracle until the next fight, and of course with my luck, that's the result I got. Other than that, Fuka might be the most unproblematic character in the series. She really do just be vibing. Ken Amada and Kotone Shiomi. Their controversy? Their thing. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and defend this one. But what I will defend against is people using this event to dog on FemC. This is an optional link that can only be done if you choose to pursue Ken in the game. Don't come at Kotone for Alice being weird at the time. Koromaru. His controversy? Useless and not really developing as a character. The motherfucker is a dog, man. What development does he need? He's just a good boy that be vibing. Hop off his dick. Shinjiro Aragaki. His controversy? Death. Now, this isn't really a controversy and is more like a hot take from me, but I honestly couldn't care less about this dude dying. When I play these RPGs, I take them seriously. It's a role-playing game. I'm role-playing as the main character, and Shinji don't mean nothing to me. That's Akihiko's man's, not mine. He's just a friend of a friend. Honestly, only reason I was mad when he died was because he was the highest level member of my party at the time. I was so underleveled, and bad at the game, that I felt like I was soft-locked at a boss fight. Now the movies do handle his death a tad bit better, and FemC gives him a link that, while great, undoes the very philosophy of the game by not killing him off and putting him in a coma. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but the theme of the game is death. Let the motherfucker die in peace. Pull the goddamn plug! I do hope that Persona 3 Reload gives them a Makoto link though. Would love to see how a friendship would form between them. I would say love relationship too, but we all know Atlas is scared of gay people. I bet you won't prove me wrong, John Atlas. Alright, so tell me how I scripted, recorded, and edited this entire video and forgot to include Aegis. I mean, to be fair, what controversy is there with her? She is amazing and she has no flaws. And if you disagree, congratulations, you're wrong. Anyways, that's all for the Persona 3 cast. Next time I'll be going after Persona 4 cast, so stay tuned for that. How do you stay tuned? By subscribing and becoming a member of the Goof Troop today!